So as many of you guys know, as of recent, there's been a lot of speculation for a 2025 Opium Antagonist tour to finally go down, right? Because if y'all remember, all the way back in 2023, that's when the Antagonist tour was first ever announced. Everybody was like, yo, the entirety of the Opium label on a tour is insane. Obviously, back in 2023, it got rescheduled a handful of times and ultimately just got canceled. And if we fast forward 2 years later, it looks like it's finally going down within fall of 2025. So let's get into it. So as many of you guys can see right here, we put out this post talking about the Opium tour starts this fall, right? Because we woke up this morning, right? And then I just see this screenshot flooded in my DMs. Yo, May, check this out. Antagonist fall, Antagonist October. Are you pulling up? Boom, 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 right? And I'm like, no way they announced Antagonist. I'm like, where did they get this info? Apparently, this comes from Ticketmaster itself, right? And as you guys can see right here, parking for Playboi Carti at Crypto. And you guys can see right here, Playboi Carti in Charlotte, North Carolina. Same thing in Portland, Oregon, October 5th, 14th, November. This could only mean one thing, and we all know what that means. Antagonist fall seems to be the word. As you guys can see right here, it says general on sale 8/19/2025, meaning tomorrow you will be able to buy a ticket for the Opium Antagonist tour, which seems to be going down this fall. As you guys can see right here, October, November. I'm guessing it's gonna start maybe October-ish. If definitely the tickets go live mid, August. We're in mid-August right now. I'd probably say about October 5th. I'm guessing this is gonna be the first day, right? Because we still know that Carti is still on a tour with The Weeknd, and that ends early September. I think like September 3rd or September 4th, something like that. So he's gonna have like a month off and then boom, back on road one more time, right? So it's about to go up in 24 hours. This is insane. Today I did not think I was gonna wake up and see in less than 24 hours I'm gonna be able to buy tickets for the Opium Antagonist tour. And I'm telling y'all right now, the minute these tickets go live, please cop. Because like I said, this is not the first time that this has happened, right? Last time the tickets went live was all the way back in summer of 2023. I slept through it, I didn't get tickets, and I was about to cop resale, which was a disgusting price. But obviously, as we all know, we got postponed, I think like twice. And I'm guessing third time's a charm. Third time is a charm. Finally, 2 years later, within 2025. I don't think 1000% this will be canceled. I highly doubt it. And I think the biggest part for the Antagonist tour being canceled all the way back in 2023 was because they were struggling to sell tickets within the arena, right? Obviously, it's pretty much the same problem Ken Carson had for his tour. Antagonist 2023 and then Ken Carson for the More Chaos tour, both were gonna do arenas, and they easily sold the floor. But obviously, in an arena, you gotta sell seats. Now, I definitely don't think this will be a problem 1000%. For the 2025 version, obviously, as we do know, Carti has just dropped his album. He dropped the biggest rap album of 2025 still. He had the biggest first week of rap. Carti is like 2-3 times bigger than where he was within 2023. Ken has grown tremendously. Lone, Homixide, same thing. And from the looks of it, it does look to be an arena tour right here. From the looks of the screenshot, they're gonna do Moda Center, Crypto, and then the Spectrum Center. Now, I know Crypto is where the Lakers play. Moda is where the Portland Trailblazers play. I guess Spectrum Center is where LaMelo Ball's team play. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it is, so it does seem to be an arena tour. Now, I'm wondering if they're gonna do multiple nights within the same arena. For example, like LA, I doubt that they're just gonna do one night in LA. I don't think so. I know this is gonna be sold out within the first 5 minutes. Like I said, the minute these tickets go live, do not sleep through it. Drop everything and cop your ticket at the exact time they go live, because if you don't, I'm already knowing it's gonna sell out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna sell out off rip, and I'm already knowing the resale is about to be crazy. So save your money, buy it ASAP. Don't be like me, Antagonist 2023. So now let's get into how this tour is gonna go down the night of like the first show, or like when you go to your city, right? Because of course it's gonna be Homixide Gang, Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson alongside Carti. That's back to back to back to back. And we all know they don't make slow music. We're not gonna sit there with our flashlights in the air waving back and forth. That is not gonna be the case whatsoever. It's gonna be straight rage for, I'm guessing, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours, which is insane. I seen 42 CEO put out predictions on set times for the Opium tour, and I'm guessing this is what it's gonna be, right? Homixide Gang is definitely gonna go first. Now, I wonder if Apollo Red is going to be on this tour. I definitely could possibly see him, or maybe they could do Apollo Red like they did Lone at the King Van tour. Lone wasn't an opener, but he would come out randomly at different cities and do like 1 to 2 songs. Maybe that's what's going to go down with Apollo Red. I definitely do think they should do that, because obviously he signed to YVL, and that would give him like an insane boost. He already got an insane boost just from being in YVL, but him being at the concerts, him being, prominent person you could see night and night at the Antagonist tour is definitely going to be an insane boost, right? But obviously they're going to go Homixide first. I don't really see Homixide Gang going more than like 30 minutes. Then we got Lone, same thing. I'm going to guess 30 to 35 minute set. And then Ken, 40-45 minutes. And then Carti, which is going to be very interesting and very, very good, right? Because obviously we do know Carti's on the Weekends tour, but he's only opening for like what, maybe like 20-25 minutes, does about 5 to 6 songs, does his classics, barely really plays, you know, I Am Music. This is going to be the tour to where we finally see I Am Music live and these songs we want to see live, right? Because if you go to the Weekend and Carti's tour, you're going to see like Magnolia, you're going to see Sky. We ain't trying to see none of that, bro. I'm trying to see Pop Out, Cocaine Nose, Crank. I'm trying to see all the lit turnt songs, and I'm thinking he's gonna pull like a King Van Part 2 in the sense that like at the King Van tour, he pretty much played like the album front to back. That's really what he did. I was there. I'm pretty sure it was like the album front to back. I think he pulled like 2 to 3 songs off the album he didn't do, but it was pretty much like 95% of the entirety of the album which Carti played back then. So I'm guessing he's gonna do the same thing here, and I wonder how Carti is gonna perform this album, right? Because if we've seen at the Weekends tour, he's kind of like chill, he's kind of a little reserved. People are like, yo, did Carti lose it during his performances? Why isn't Carti screaming, going crazy? Of course, it's a new era with a new project, with a new aesthetic, but I do think Carti is gonna like psych out, lose his mind, go crazy, finally bring that energy for this tour, right? Because obviously the Weekend, he's gonna kind of look dumb if he's going, if he's doing that, and then people are just sitting there in seats like, and it's not his audience, right? It's a bunch of like old heads. So it's not really gonna work. But this time, Antagonist tour, Opium, Homixide Gang, Ken, Lone, Carti, one night is going to be insane, and I will be there 1000%. On what, October 14th? You will catch me outside at crypto.com 1000%. Now, I've seen somebody put out this post. This could potentially also come true, right? Obviously, we've seen pretty much everybody within the Opium label already drop their projects, right? We got Carti with music, Ken with more chaos, alongside Homixide Lifestyle 2, and are really just waiting for Lone to drop Broken Hearts 3, which he has been very active about, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down this month within August. So we said Destroy Lonely in August. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a lock. I'm saying that, especially with Lone coming back today, previewing something off Broken Hearts on his story. Then we also know another Carti album is on the way. Is it dropping within 2025? We don't really know, right? But baby boy, a lot of people have been pointing and thinking towards a September release. That could maybe go down. And then obviously we've seen Ken announce his next album is going to be called The Experiment. I don't really see Ken dropping The Experiment this year. I'm more so leaning towards Lost Files 5. We know he teased that a couple weeks ago, and I could definitely see that within 2025. But I don't really think Ken is going to drop a whole nother album this year in 2025. I doubt it. I'm really thinking next year we could see The Experiment, but I do think we're definitely getting the Opium tour. Obviously that's stamped. I'm saying Broken Hearts 3 1000%. I'm gonna say Lost Files 5, and then Baby Boy is kind of like a big question mark. I'm leaning towards a September release. I really think it is gonna go down. I'm like 85% thinking yes, but obviously it's Carti, so we've been there before, right? But that's pretty much everything we know about the Opium Antagonist tour as of what, the last like 2 to 3 hours since all this information broke. Antagonist tour, Ken, Lone, Carti, Homixide, one night. It's gonna be super insane. Tickets go live tomorrow. Do not sleep, and also have your pockets ready because you know they're gonna be taxing 1000%. But if you guys like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also drop your city in the pinned comment below. If you guys like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. MONEYMAY is it, and I'm out. Thank you guys.